Hello everyone, this is Ray, and we haven't been uploading for quite some time. I know December and stuff, busy as usual, and just holidays, so I kind of wanted to take a short break, but I will try to go back to a regular schedule for uploading videos on YouTube again. I have been streaming on Twitch, although the effort on that platform that I've been putting in is quite low. I just don't really care. I just press the go live button and just play games. So if you ever want to check out the live stream or just want to hang out, I do stream on Twitch TV. My links are in the description and it's also on my YouTube profile as well. So the Shinano. This is a game I played yesterday on stream, and I was not talking because this was like the very first game or so, I think second game of the stream, and I just wanted to chill for a little bit. So I figured I might as well just do a post-game commentary of, like a thought process and, just go from there. So matchmaker, Shinano mirror match, lots of battleships, lots of cruisers, one destroyer. That destroyer is a Gdansk. You see me hovering over, trying to figure out who I can strike, who's going to be the main priority to focus. Definitely a destroyer like the Gdansk against our Shimakaze is very one-sided. So removing that destroyer early on, or at least spotting it for our Shima, will be a very good thing to do. Because even though Shinano is very focused and has a lot of tools on, mainly on the larger ships like cruisers, battleships, even some aircraft carriers, it is very important for the Shinano to also deal with and handle the destroyers for your team. She has very good squadron for this, two of them at least. First is going to be obviously the tactical dive bombers. Second ones are going to be the torpedo bombers. And against the destroyer like the Gdansk, it's big, it's clunky, it has a lot of HP, but it does not have a heal. So even if you land one or two bombs, or even if you force a DCP, every strike is well worth it. So for me, I went over this side because, well, Shima is spawned on the 9-10 line. So more than likely the Gdansk will also be mirroring the Shima spawn because he's not in a division. There you go, one bomb hit. He's forced to use a DCP there, unless he wants to just sail into my team with no rudder. So now we start out with the skip bombers trying to spot out the left side of the map. We see the Moskva there, we see the Napoli. So that's definitely going to be my focus target there. We can also see the Montana right now. The Shinano is a very special type of carrier because if you want to compare it to like a Haku has tools to deal with all ship types, destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and all that, dealing unhealable damage with his torps and the dive bombers. But she really lacks on, I would say, burst engagements, one strike and dealing a ton of damage and then recalling your squadron. The Haku mainly wants to be chain striking. Meanwhile, the Shinano, one strike is pretty much all you need to just ruin a ship's game. We see the Moskva strike here with the last line. 3 sits, that's easily over 20k. And that guy cannot heal it back because it's citadel damage. I try to look around. I'm trying to find another target here, but no real good targets at all other than the Schlieffen. Thankfully, the Schlieffen is continuing to push, and the Petro is just chilling farther away trying to go to the rock because I guess he wants to be undercover somehow. And so this strike here, a lot of people say Schlieffen is a little bit difficult to Citadel, but really it's not a difficult ship to Citadel at all, because if you check the Citadel armor thing on this Schlieffen, it's way easier to Citadel compared to something like a GK or a Poison. And then also understanding your AP bomb characteristics and where you want to drop, how you want to drop, whether you're accelerating or decelerating, it all matters with such ships. And that's really what makes or breaks Shinano players. You know exactly how to go about the strike, you know which targets to strike, and also target prioritization of which ships out of the two you want to focus down. I could have easily just gone for the Petra there, but I decided to give up my squadron and just go for the Schlieffen to deal with the 2 Citadel hits. So that's definitely very important to know target prioritization of which ships you want to focus down and how you can actually go about it. That was a really bad drop. I didn't play Shinano in what, like a week and a half or something, and that's what it does to you because I forgot. This is Kaga's style of dive bombing, and Kaga's bombs really like to just plunge forward, push you forward, compared to something like a Midway or the other dive bombers. So as you can see there, the Gdansk died over on the 910 line. Thankfully, because I was not focusing that Gdansk at all I did was just spot it. And that's really more than enough what you have to do. And this is my 3rd flight and the Gdansk is already dead. Salem and Wisconsin are winning on the 910 line, thankfully. It was, I was really hoping for that to happen, so thank God. Doing a standard torpedo bombing run on the Libertad. Libertads are quite difficult to strike because of just how good their acceleration and their rudder is, and their ship turning capabilities. It's kind of insane. Even when you're not playing carrier, you're trying to shoot at it. Just a simple turn from the Libertad can throw off your entire aim. So that's really annoying to do, but at least you know if you catch Libertad like this by a rock, there's only so much you can do, and it really makes it easy for you to land up the drop. Libertad going down here, very, very good. Very, very good. See, the Kremlin is the best target here because he is alone. It is going to be a 3v1, well 4v1 actually, because the Smolensk is also focusing him down. Now this Wisconsin back there, I don't know why he's so afraid. As you can see, he's sitting on the 10 line H10, and he sits here for quite a while. I do call him out for it, but he tries to defend himself, saying there was ships in front of him. But even Salem decides to try to chime in as well into the argument, saying he was just tanking all the damage. Wisconsin says to focus the Kremlin. We continue to do that because try to deal as much damage to this guy. He's really the main threat of this game right now. Colombo's starting to int a little bit there. I don't know why he's running it down at all. He really doesn't have to, because it is a standard battle. You really don't have to push if you don't want to. For the most part, a lot of the deciding factors of the standard battle is people throwing themselves away because they get bored, they get greedy. GK dies to Shinano. Yeah, like in a Shinano mirror match, it's really just a race on just damage output. Who you can deal damage to, how quickly you can, what kind of damage you're getting. It's not just farming like floods, fires, citadel hits. It's really just figuring out like which ships are going to be the priority and which kills you'll be able to secure. Kremlin is dead here, which is very good. So the Salem gets to live, thankfully. Unless he gets the shot off, I don't remember. Yeah, he gets the shot off, and that's unfortunate. I think the Salem dies. Oh, he lives. And we killed the Kremlin. Nice. Alright, so here's me trying to push up into... I'll get a little bit closer because I do want to get into a better spot here. There's a Napoli designed to push into me. I was spotted briefly, so Napoli knows I'm there. I can see him already starting to make that maneuver to get in between the little channel. So obviously Napoli is going to be next. The Colombo is in a very rough spot there because you can see the Shinano is smoking him on the minimap. Shinano smoking him and drops a fighter even, so Colombo is going to be on a timer, so I don't have to worry too much about him. My teammates seem to be positioning good enough to the point where I don't have to worry. I see the smoke, so I see Napoli is going to be just running straight at me now. Definitely what he wants to do is to get into the channel to start getting citadels off, so I try to get this drop off as quickly as possible. And then I think I do end up manually turning my carrier because autopilot just cut your speed by half. So there you go, I'm in full turning now. At times like this, you really want to rely on yourself instead of using autopilot because Wargaming devs decided it's a good idea to make autopilot cut your speed 50%. I don't know why they did that, but sometimes it's just manually turning your carrier, pressing E or Q, and then full speeding it. It's definitely the best way to go. So now because of that manual turn and acceleration, I'm able to successfully evade the Napoli and angle against his shells for no sits. Very nice. And now he just dies here because Shinano does have improved secondary dispersion. It has aggressive dispersion. No reason for me to fly here is with my torpedo bombers. I would rather just get a bigger alpha drop on the Napoli here. A bigger threat, rather. Either he angles to me or he angles to the Colombo Smolensk. And you can Citadel the Napoli here as long as you drop on... You use a 600mm pen and then you go cruising speed. Drop on the second line or before the second line. And then you get a Citadel. It's like this for pretty much most turtleback cruisers or large cruisers like... you know, Napoli, PVO, Golden Lion, Alaska, Puerto Rico, things like that. Very, very easy to Citadel them. You don't want to use the third line or anywhere that has the what, like 290mm of pen. You don't want to use that against these kind of cruisers. Definitely want to be practicing using the right where the second line ends, and take full advantage of the maximum pen.
God, it's so big.
Sumi is subscribing. And here I am calling out the Wisconsin because he's still sitting there for some reason. It's just a Svea. But yeah, anyways. We do the chain strike here. Colombo onto the Moskva. I dropped early just so I can get the next strike prepared. I do E-flak there, but I get all three off, thankfully. So now it's just a game. It's just a race now. I mean, their Shinano is also playing well, I'm pretty sure. I don't know the damage that they got. But now it's just a race of who can deal the most damage and how quickly they can do it. Because we are down on ships. I spot this Svea here for the Wisconsin drop a fighter because after this is my tactical squadron, so after this drop, I will be having to force a recall. And there's that. 3 bombs is very good. He should die instantly to the fire. Yeah, there you go. And then I can just walk into the spawn. Now the thing with what I'm doing here is I'm pre-dropping because I want to reserve my squadron just a little bit more because I think I'm only going to be able to get 1 strike on the Colombo anyways. There's no reason to go with a full flight. Just recalling a squadron back and then just doing 1 drop is good enough. Because this guy is more than likely going to die to this drop and then the Colombo Mecklenburg focus fire. So I just kind of gamble on it and decide to go with my AP skips here. Yeah, because 3 Tors is 15k, 16k. It's just insane. Even though these are tier 8 ordnance and tier 8 planes, directly from the Shokaku, it's still Shokaku torpedoes and they hurt extremely hard. So here, as you can see here, now we have a little bit of a grouping of anti-air and multiple ships to focus down. Shinano, Petro, Moskva, and the Montana. I try to do a little bit of a cheeky thing where I can drop the Petro far away to get at least the pen and then go straight into the Moskva, but I accidentally canceled my flight a little too late. I don't know if I canceled it immediately, but I try to go in for the cheeky the double chain strike there, but unfortunately I was not able to. It was just a gamble. Maybe if I went farther to the left of the Moskva, I don't know. But that is the entire squadron gone, unfortunately, because of that little gamble. But now we have to deal with a full HP Montana that's in spawn. He's literally untouched, by the way. 101,000. Literally untouched. But yeah, here we go. I do position myself quite aggressively. And I did this because, well, the Shinano knows where I am. And because of my position, the Shinano cannot get any drops on me. Either both the torpedoes and AP skip bombers. So that's a specific reason why I decided to go into that little channel, this little channel. And I smoke myself up, so now I can just focus down the Montana. Shinano is running it down for some reason. I don't know why she's going so deep, but maybe she's trying to go on right by that island that she's at right now. And try to protect herself from the incoming salvos from Colombo. I'm not too sure. Or maybe she just wants to protect herself like what I'm doing and not get CV sniped. I do have the spawn advantage because my position here is very good. Well, it was good until I see this Montana is still not dying because the whiskey did not push at all until now. So now I finally get some support on this Montana, so I'm just trying to kill him as fast as possible. Montana, you can easily Citadel right before the second line. They will usually net you 1 to 2 Citadels for the most part. I go in for another drop, but he's right next to the rock, so I'm just like, yeah, this is not gonna... I don't think this is gonna work. Recall. Try to reverse my CV just a little bit, not too much. Now, something to note with this, flying a little bit longer to get the better angle to get on his port side and not just drop him while he's bowing to me. This way, I can get the better angle. It's just giving up, what, like 5 seconds of attack? Just delaying it just a little bit just to get this very good drop here. And I think I do get a flood because I dropped him a little forward. No, I dropped him a little bit too late. There, you can see what I just did with that amazing skip bomber torpedo, or the skip bomber turning capabilities of this, because it does has the improved turning on the plane. You can see, oh my god, that's so insane. You just completely turn 180 like immediately with no delays. This is a beautiful thing about Shinano's skip bombers. These planes are able to turn so sharp and so quickly. These are one of the best turning in the game, I believe, for a plane of this speed. I'm just doing secondary damage to the Montana now. He's too busy focusing the Wisconsin, so I'm not too afraid here. He just dies instantly, and I have to accelerate because I don't know where the Petro is. But yeah, after that, the game is pretty much just secured. It's Shinano spotting me. He's just gonna die here to the Smolensk. Smolensk using AP on the broadside. Very good. Very, very good. Trying to get some angles on here, but I realize he's just gonna die. But yeah, that's pretty much the game right there. Standard battle Shinano. We don't really see too many standard battles anymore. It's mainly just arms race domination, but Shinano is a very strong carrier, but I still see a lot of players struggle with her because, I mean, it does have a higher skill floor compared to other CVs that are being released nowadays. It's not like a Malta or a Nakima, for example. You have to know like a few things, strike angles, and then accelerating, slowing down, knowing how to drop, especially on something like a Patro, for example. The your which line to drop, and then your torpedo bombers, and then your ship positioning. So all these kind of things. So I'm gonna try to upload more videos on the Shinano, at least like a live commentary guide for my thought process, but we'll see. But yeah. That's probably going to be the end of this video. I'll include the build somewhere in this video. And yeah, if you guys haven't already, feel free to join the Discord server. I'll link that in the description as well. Pause this video. And yeah, right now I am doing a giveaway on my Discord server for it's my 4-year anniversary for the CC program. Kind of crazy. I believe it's on Sunday, and that's when the giveaway ends on Saturday. So if you haven't already, come by and join the giveaway, read the announcements page, because that's where I do the write-up there. So yeah, as usual, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.